space where everything that exists physically is located. For centuries, people have been discussing the structure and origins of the cosmos. One of the scenarios under consideration is one according to which we live in a simulated universe designed long ago by an extremely advanced civilization. The simulation hypothesis is gaining more and more publicity recently and is seriously taken into account by scientists and philosophers. So it's worth considering. Such considerations are, of course, only a sphere of loose guesswork, as we will probably never be able to verify whether this hypothesis is true, but it is worth analyzing this possibility. Is it possible that a civilization has come to such a level of knowledge that it was able to create an entire universe by computer? Is it possible to generate artificial reality at all? Until 100 years ago, no one thought that such things were likely. Currently, however, it is 2022 and each of us can at any time turn on one of the millions of computer games in which the graphics and the level of detail of the virtual world are downright shocking for someone who lived in 1922. Thanks to the development of technology, we can improve the graphic level and the ability to perceive such a simulation through, among others, virtual reality glasses. Futurologists and scientists are already suggesting that in a dozen or several dozen years we will be able to move to the game and stay in it. This brings us to the second premise. If we, the Earthlings, are already able to create virtual reality, perhaps other civilizations in the cosmos may have done so. Technological development is very fast. Until 200 years ago, Earthlings were primitive creatures who moved in carts, could not communicate quickly over distance, and a trip to the moon was as impossible as immortality. Nowadays, people fly by plane. Almost all of them have a smartphone. What will be in 50 years? What level of development will we achieve in 2500? Considering the sluggish development, it is not really hard to imagine whether we will be capable of scientific miracles, and one of them may be generating a great virtual reality. If we can do it, other civilizations should do it as well. Consider such a scenario. We have Universe X with billions of galaxies. Life never arose on most of the planets. And on many others the conditions were right and organisms gradually developed. Many of them did not produce intelligent life. But individual planets in a given star system did develop intelligent beings. Many of them died out as a result of various natural disasters, or were destroyed by themselves from the control of atomic energy, but many civilizations have survived. Suppose that civilization B discovered most of the laws of physics. Ahead of our modern level of development by several thousand years, was to create a virtual universe Y. The goal of such an undertaking does not matter much. Maybe they did it out of curiosity, or, like us, by creating computer games, or maybe to protect their lives in the event of a cataclysm in their world. What matters is that they created something that reflects the laws of physics. This simulated Y universe is of course our universe. Beings living according to the simulating universe Y have no idea about it and lead a peaceful life on other planets. On one of them, the Earth is experiencing a rapid technological development and its inhabitants are starting to create virtual reality themselves. They wonder whether, if they are able to do it themselves, then whether the same procedure has not happened before. Premise number 3 is the uncertainty theory, which means that a detailed picture of the quantum network is visible only during the observation period. Computer games work in exactly the same way, in which the graphics affect an excellent picture only in the place where the observers are, and the others are blurred. This may be due to the desire to save computing power on B entities. Maybe it is just part of a game in which the creators of the universe left one proof that the reality of the universe is virtual and they look with interest to see if anyone finds out. Maybe at some point in their development, civilizations want their species to survive, not just exploring and colonizing other planets. It is possible that they also create virtual reality using machines located in many star systems in case something bad happens in one of them. In this way, these creatures could survive in two ways, and spend their free time in virtual reality, where they would create anew the laws of physics. Perhaps many civilizations have secured their future in this way. And at some stage of development all developed civilizations disappear from our Y universe and go to the simulated Z universe. They can live digitally or without a body forever. For now, we are still on a too primitive level of development. But maybe we will join such a galactic federation in the future. Is it possible to miss such a simulation? Perhaps a given civilization is trapped in it and cannot establish contact with its creators. It is possible that the aliens from Civilization B at one point discovered themselves that they lived in a simulated Universe X, which was created by aliens from the Omega universe. This universe was also created by another civilization and each simulation is inside another simulation. Perhaps there are billions of such layers of universes, and so many of them. It is no longer possible to get out of those at the bottom. We'll probably never know if we were created by aliens, and we won't know the civilization that started it all.